What is sovereignty? So we're hearing this word a lot, and so much of what I do in my coaching practice is work with people to step into their sovereign heart. So what does it mean to have personal sovereignty? I see 3 characteristics of sovereignty, and I'm going to break down each one and do a little 3-part video series. So the 3 characteristics I see are 1, your ability to perceive reality. So can you get separated enough from your belief systems, from your patterning, from perceptions given to you by your culture to perceive reality as it truly is? And when we're able to do this, we can really be in choice because we're not stuck in a distorted perception of reality. The second characteristic is your ability to be in choice. Can you be free enough from your old patterns to respond to your environment rather than react to your environment? And so this is really connected to the first one, right? And then the third characteristic of sovereignty that I see is your ability to take full responsibility of your life. And that's taking responsibility for your thoughts, for your words, for your actions, and even your feelings, not controlling what feelings you have, because I believe those are emotion or energy and motion that are moving through us, but we get to take responsibility for what we do, how we respond to those emotions. And when we're really taking responsibility for all of those things, we then can, bring our gifts into the world, live this best version of ourselves into the world, which is, of course, what I'm all about as a coach and why I care so much about this idea of sovereignty. I want all of us to be living in our sovereign heart. So let's jump into the first characteristic a little more, your ability to perceive reality. And it's very human to, we're born in a particular family, a particular culture. It's very human to then, through these things, create a bit of a distorted sense of reality. And I'm not sure that we can ever get completely away from that, but the closer we are to perceiving reality as it truly is, and that might be perceiving our culture as it truly is, it might be perceiving the person in front of us that we're in relationship with for who they truly are, taking in how they're acting, how they're speaking, and seeing that more objectively rather than our patterned view of them. Like when we're able to do that, we're actually much more empowered to be in true choice because we're choosing based off of what's in front of us rather than choosing based off of distorted reality, which in some ways is kind of like gaslighting ourselves, right? And I'll give an example of this from my own life, that as an empath, I can, that part of me, that empath part, can distort the reality of who's sitting in front of me, because that part wants to see who they could be, their full potential, which is beautiful in a way, right? But it's seeing them that way rather than seeing this person in front of me as they actually are, which people want to be seen for who they truly are, first of all. And by me kind of, this part of me gaslighting myself and saying, oh no, this person didn't really mean that, or that behavior, that behavior was just, that's never going to happen again, right? Instead of seeing what's really in front of me, I can actually get myself in unhealthy relationship dynamics. So this perceiving of reality is a really important piece of sovereignty. One way to practice this, to practice starting to separate the reality that's in front of us from our judgments, beliefs, perceptions, patterns, is a mindfulness practice. And so one that I really like is when I'm walking outside to use my visual perception. And then what my brain wants to do is say, oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's not so pretty. Oh, there's that kind of tree, right? And so starting to just be with reality as it is starting to separate from those automatic judgments and thoughts. And so to be taking the environment in through my eyes and having that as a mindfulness practice. So when a thought comes in of, that is blank, notice the thought, let it float away, come back to present, come back to just taking it in. And then doing that throughout my walk as almost like a meditation. And then actually feel a lot better because I'm present and my mind's getting like a bit of a break, but it's also helping untangle what my senses are taking in about reality, and then the stories and judgments that my mind make up about it. I hope that makes sense. Okay, take that with you, and we'll have 2 more parts explaining the other 2 characteristics of sovereignty.